Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to SPW. I'm your host, Nick, and tonight we continue our send-off, I guess you would say, of WWE 2K24 as we prepare to merge channels SPW with 2K25. So, it's going to take some time. I don't know exactly how long it'll take. I'm literally waiting on you, the 2K community, to continue to upload stages and characters, and then that way we can continue to maintain the level of quality that we finally achieved here on the channel. It's taken a few games. I'm not gonna lie. I think we started with 2K22, and here we are all the way 2K25. It's only been like a little over a year, so I don't understand how that math works, but. But if you've been following the channel, as I appreciate it, and I suggest you do, if you haven't already, do the thing, like, subscribe. This is what we do here. We just kind of set the stats and let superheroes duke it out with the new channel, or not the new channel, but the new game. I'm excited for the channel because it's going to have all kinds of new matches featured, and finally, mixed gender matches, which is something for the channel I've been waiting for a long time. I've been complaining about it since day one, practically. So it's finally happening. So it's good days ahead here on SPW. So I suggest you do the thing, like, subscribe. But if you didn't know already, that was Captain America who came down to the ring. He came down to the ring 6'2", 220 pounds. But it's because we are having a Hell in the Cell to decide who the strongest Avenger truly is. And you can't have that conversation without this man, the Incredible Hulk, who stands 7 foot tall and weighs literally 1,000 pounds. He is 1 ton. He is 1 ton of man. But, yeah, so, like I said, I'm just kind of waiting on things to, I mean, things just take time. When there's a new game coming out and you rely on the characters from the community, it is a process. So, like I said, I expect in the next few weeks we'll be switching over officially here on the channel, but at the same time, that's tentative because, frankly, I've got all these awesome characters on 2K24, but 2K25, you know, we're just waiting for basically the people. If you think about it, if you've already got a 2K like license or whatever, membership, whatever you want to call it, then you basically have the same images, and you can just re-upload those images to the new game, and then you'd have to create the character again, but you at least have the same images that you can download and basically use as like a wrap. That's the way these characters work. So you gotta love it. I mean, frankly, I've been playing these games for so long. That's always been my favorite part, is just the ability to create your own characters, make your own stories. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like wrestling, but I'm a much bigger comic book fan. So that's always been my thing since I was a kid, making, you know, characters that I know and love in these games, and then just making them come to life and duke it out. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, that's what we do here. And for those of you that have already followed, I appreciate it. Again, thanks to all the fans out there for keeping us going. Right now, I've been kind of neglecting my duty as Ironman. Down to the ring, 6'2", actually 425 pounds in the armor. Yeah, now he's got the head. That's more of a Transformer sound, but you know what I'm going for. Iron Man now. So we've clearly already had Captain America, Hulk, and Iron Man, and now we have Thor. Once again, this is going to be a Hell in a Cell matchup, but we are putting just all of the strongest Avengers in the ring, and we're just going to decide once and for all who is the strongest Avenger, and this is one man who definitely is in that conversation. I mean, largely, I feel like it's between him and Hulk that needs to be decided. But, I mean, you got to give props to some of the other ones. I mean, we haven't even seen, I'm just going to say, Vision. Vision is, he's like, I mean, to put it mildly, essentially could have been Ultron. So, you know, Vision is no joke. These big, strong guys, they really can't do much when he can just go, like, incorporeal and, you know, just turn to, you know, oh, well, I'm just going to go to the fourth dimension, and then now you can't hit my physical being. Now what? So, you know, like I said, that's what makes it fun. SPW, we got superpowers. We don't allow them to use blasters on here on the channel, but 2K25, apparently that might be a thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're adding so much to that game that has been stuff I've been wanting on the channel that I'm like, oh my gosh, finally, that's the stuff I've been waiting for since day one. We're finally gonna get it, and I just can't wait to bring it to you. So there's never been a better time to do the thing. But Thor, I guess I was talking once again. I'm just excited. He stands 6'3", 220 pounds. We've got, again, Vision. I already mentioned him. Here he comes. Vision, I don't know why he needs a police escort, because frankly, he's married to the Scarlet Witch, which, I don't know, probably, arguably, like, the most powerful, like, mutant? She's definitely a mutant. We haven't gotten into that on the channel because they haven't gotten into it on the MCU, but I cannot wait to discuss it, because, yeah, the mutants coming into the equation is going to be a big deal. So, and if you know me, if you've been following the channel, you know, X-Men and the mutants, that's my jam. They were always my number one. They were my A-team. Never mind Avengers, even though Avengers starts with an A. X-Men is where it's at. They're my X-team. But here we go! Vision! 6'3", 300 pounds. Famously played by Paul Bettany. If you didn't know, that's the actor that does it. He was the internal monologue of Iron Man, and so he's kind of been there since literally day one, you could argue. Because Iron Man 1 was, in my opinion, the start of the whole MCU. I mean, technically, the Hulk movie came out before that franchise, but, you know, they had to recast actors, so you know what? It was really Robert Downey and Iron Man that kicked off the whole MCU. We all owe it to him and Jon Favreau. You know what? Jon Favreau, he's the godfather of the MCU. If you got one, drink him if you got him. Raise one to Jon Favreau. Hopefully, I hope he comes back for at least something. You know what I mean? Like, he's still involved with Disney. He works on a lot of stuff that they do. But he's, like, arguably my favorite director. I don't even know who I would argue against him. He's my favorite director. But Jon Favreau's the man, and the MCU owes it to him. But hey, speaking of the man, Spider-Man! Coming down to the ring wearing his brand new Marvel Championship belt, freshly won. But, I mean, again, once we go to the 2K25 game, I'm going to have to redesign all these belts. But don't you worry, the people who are holding the belts will maintain the belts throughout the game change. That's not going to be too big of a deal. Just the design itself might be a little different. But I'm a fan of this one. I like it almost has like an old school wrestling quality to it. If you've been following the channel, you probably know that my grandpa was a wrestler himself. He was Dude Michaels, and he never held the belt, but I love that aspect of the belts. But oh my gosh, just boom, jumping into things. I didn't even get to say Spider-Man was 5'10", 167, but now that I have, let's just get into the match. This is the first time on the channel a 6-man Hell in a Cell. So this is just going to be pure chaos. Oh, look at this. Already teaming up. I mean, these guys are friends. They're all friends. Even though there's somewhat of, like, yeah, I wouldn't say petty rivalries, but there's definitely rivalries. Oh. You know, like, I mean, clearly Hulk and Thor, that one's famous. But obviously Iron Man and Captain America. Look at him already. Iron Man and Captain America on the outside right now. You know, this is getting brutal because, you know, Iron Man's parents were killed by Captain America's friend. I mean, it's not, I should say spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen it by now, Civil War, that's what kind of kicked off the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, my goodness, there's so much going on because Spider-Man in there too. He's almost like a young blood of the Avengers. You know, kind of the protege of Iron Man, you might say. But at the same time, I mean, Hulk and Thor, you cannot deny just their power level compared to everyone else's is a little bit above and beyond. I mean, potentially you could say Vision. I mean, Vision is insane. I mean, he's made of vibranium, so that's no joke. And he can go, essentially, I don't want to say invisible, but invincible? But right now, look at this. Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America right now just outside the ring duking it out. Meanwhile, look at that. Iron Man, or wow, Spider-Man taking out Vision and Thor with a flying elbow. But I'm loving this like old school match between Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America. These guys famously do not like each other. Oh! Iron Man sent into the cage by Captain America. That was brutal. Brutal tactics. I mean, from a guy that's as nice as Captain America, you know, he's got morals from the 1920s, so nobody's more in control of their emotion than that guy. But oh no! He goes after Spider-Man. Catching him from behind. Spider-Man, I don't even know if he knew who was attacking him. He was just going to counter. That Spidey sense is in full gear right now. But look at this. Iron Man and the Hulk. It's almost like, you know, in Avengers 2 with the Hulkbuster armor. That was probably one of the best fights in cinematic history. And if I would be absolutely open to discussion, even outside of the MCU, of what the best fight in cinematic history is. Top 3. What's your Mount Rushmore? Top 4. I would definitely say the one with Roddy Piper in They Live. Top 3. That's one of mine. That's in there. Beyond that, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But let me know. Anyways, back to the action. Once again, we're in our Avengers arena. If you didn't know already, clearly this is... Oh, yeah, and I love that there's no referee. We don't need a referee to count to 3. The crowd will do it. I'll do it. We'll all be cheering along with the... Oh, no! For whoever gets the pin. But look at this! Iron Man strung up in the corner. Meanwhile, oh, look at this! Vision going to work. Oh, but Spider-Man counters! And Thor is the one who is able to take advantage of Iron Man in the corner there. Meanwhile, look at that. Spider-Man and the Hulk. That's actually a great fight. I mean, that's one guy who's infinitely more agile than the other, but they're surprisingly strength-wise, not all that different. But once again, this is a Hell in a Cell, so even though there are 6 guys, just so you know, whoever is the first one to get a pin or submission is the winner. So everybody has everything on the line. This is just purely for bragging rights. Who is the strongest Avenger? I mean, it's been mentioned several times in the movies. Usually the conversations between Hulk and Thor. But to be fair, I just feel like this is the group you would argue that between. Oh, look at this! Submission! That's how you do it. Iron Man put a submission on the Hulk. You don't need to be the strongest if you're the most technical, but even there, either way, like if you can pull out, if you can land a pin on the Hulk, you get bragging rights. I don't care who you are. Oh, look at this! Spider-Man! 1! Oh, just a 1 count. I couldn't tell if he kicked out or if somebody broke it up. But either way right now, all of the Avengers, all 6 of these Avengers in the ring. Oh! Superman punch by the Vision. But the pin is broken up by Spider-Man. Iron Man going after his protege, Peter Parker. But then now back to the Hulk. I'm kind of loving like all the nostalgia between Iron Man and the Hulk. I mean, Thor and the Hulk. Iron Man and Captain America. Spider-Man and Captain America right now. I mean, there's just... We've already seen all these matchups in the MCU, but never played to finality, you know? So, this is incredible. I'm just dumbfounded. There's too much action to keep track of, number 1, but the pairings, each one of them has so much lore, and that's really what I love about SPW and really just the MCU in general, and just Marvel Comics and comics books in general. I love it when, to be fair, like Marvel and DC kind of like work it out. Occasionally they have done comics where they've just like, hey, What if we have both of these characters finally face off? You know, like famously like Hulk and Superman. That's kind of one of those. Oh, Hulk demolishing Captain America, but Iron Man in there quickly to break it out. But Vision, meanwhile, pins Thor. Hulk breaks that up as well. Thor wisely rolls out of the ring to recollect himself, but already, this is all over the place. Look at all this incredible back and forth action. I mean, everybody just trading partners. This is basically a square dance in the ring. I mean, is that why they call it a square dance? Because it's a squared circle, you know? I don't know. I like words. Wordplay is fun. But, oh, look at that. Captain America laying out Iron Man, but the Hulk seemingly trying to just break the jaw like King Kong on like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, just trying to go for the jaw on Captain America. That's a little disturbing. Oh, DDT! Meanwhile, a perfect German suplex with a pins applied by Captain America. Can never fault him for his technicality. That guy has done the homework. But here we go. Oh, look at that. Vision. Just kind of taking a moment to himself. For a robot, you wouldn't think that he would have an equilibrium problem. But apparently he needs to collect himself because he's seeing stars right now. Oh, look at this! Spider-Man on Thor! 1-2 count! Almost looked like it was broken up. I didn't see who it was. Might have been Captain America. Captain America, meanwhile, goes for the ankle lock on Iron Man. A la Kurt Angle, Captain America, just, you know, pulling out all the stunts. I mean, if there's not, I mean, he's an Olympian. You can't fault trying to copy Kurt Angle's style. You could do worse. But meanwhile, I love it. Vision and Thor teaming up against Spider-Man, I should say. Oh! Man, so much action. Too much to call. Spider-Man needs to roll out Captain America and the Vision right now. That's not something I thought I would see. But look at this. Oh! Incredible acrobatics from Spider-Man. You expect nothing less. But again, continuing their never-ending grievance. Captain America and Iron Man needs to be broken up by Spider-Man. He's, of course, jumps in there to kind of help out his mentor, Tony Stark. You'd expect nothing less. But who's to say? I mean, now in the MCU where nobody remembers who Spider-Man is, who knows what we're going to see? It'll be really interesting. I think it's just part of the soft reboot that's eventually going to happen after this next Avengers. I mean, they're going to introduce the mutants, don't get me wrong, but I definitely feel like they're going to do a bit of a soft reboot of the Avengers to kind of get some of these characters back where they want. I mean, they've almost sort of started the process with the new Captain America. So why not just, you know, finish out the whole rest of the team, frankly. But, oh, here we go. Once again, now we are finally outside the ring. Only Iron Man is inside the ring. Oh, no, until I said it, and then... Nope, Thor very indecisive, going back and forth. Dost mother know that thou hast borrowed her drapes? A little bit of Shakespeare in the part from Thor. But, oh, look at this Spider-Man! Nobody wants to be between, literally, Captain America and the Hulk just being beaten. Senseless back and forth action. Incredible. I'm amazed he's still on his feet. He was just being beaten senseless. A little bit of, you know, like Warner Brothers kind of cartoon action. But, oh no, the Hulk is stunned. Thor went for the pin, but Iron Man breaks it up. Man, everybody is firing on all cylinders. All of these Avengers, I feel like, are absolutely committed to being victorious and having the bragging rights to who is the strongest Avenger. I mean, here we are, 2K24. We want to end things on a high note. So, who's to say? I don't even know myself if this will be the last match. We might have a week or two of more matches that, you know what? I just feel like let's just go nuts. Let's just use the full roster that I've got at my disposal right now. And if you've got requests, let me know. The next week, at least, if not two, we will definitely make them happen. because you know, we're just waiting for the pool to fill up of the 2K community creations for 2K25. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's just have some fun here on the channel. So you let me know. Do the thing. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Also share with your friends, and let me know what you want to see, because I mean, that's just what we do here. This is just as much for my fun as it is for yours. What just happened? Did I see flames? Flames on the side of my face, burning, heaving breaths. I hated her so much. Sorry, that's a Clue quote. If you've ever seen the movie Clue, Madeline Kahn is the best. Anyways, moving on. I believe that was Ironman in the face of Spiderman breathing flames. Flames. Anyways. Who knows what's gonna happen right now? Oh, I was about to say, Thor being pinned by Spider-Man, broken up by Iron Man. Right now, oh, Captain America, almost like sneakily laying a pin on the Hulk, but oh no, look at that power bomb from Iron Man, unrelenting. These two do not like each other on a philosophical level. They just disagree. What do you do? On the same team, you don't get to choose who your co-workers are, you know? You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Oh, but right now, I mean, I'm impressed. Nobody using. I mean, the cage has been utilized a little bit, but for all these heroes, I guess I'm not surprised that none of them have really taken to using weapons too much. It's almost just the whole bragging rights thing. Again, I mean, I did say that it's just who's the strongest Avenger, and would it be cheating to use weapons? Or use a cage? I don't know. You let me know. Oh! Captain America lays out Thor. Meanwhile, Iron Man pinning Spider-Man 1, 2. Oh, both of them kick out. 2.5 counts in the middle of the ring. We are getting down to, I feel like, these championship minutes. I feel like any one of these next pinfalls could be the final one. Oh, see, and wisely, you know, he is a professor. Hulk does break it up between Iron Man on his creation of sorts, the Vision. Look at this. Now we're getting to that point. Everybody needs to take a break, but oh no! Finally, the Hulk throws in a trash can. We now have a weapon in the ring. I mean, I was talking about how these are all heroes. Everybody so far, I mean, even though this is clearly a Hell in a Cell match, everybody's just kind of playing by the rules, at least, you know, the unwritten rules of war, so to speak. But Hulk has decided to change the rules by throwing in a weapon. Here we go. Look at this. Hulk! Oh no! Thor and Spider-Man! Spider-Man able to get out of there. And now it's Vision and Thor. Incredible. Look at this. Oh my goodness, Vision! Just throwing Thor over the top rope unceremoniously. Vision is stalking around the arena right now, looking a little bit more like Ultron. What is going on with that AI of his? One! Oh! Broken up by Spider-Man, able to, again, clear the cobwebs, you might say. And break up that 2 count. Oh, Thor sent to the outside. Iron Man finds his way back in, goes once again after the Vision. I kind of like this matchup. Iron Man and the Vision. This might have to be a one-on-one match I'll have to have happen. Maybe I'll have to throw in an Ultron and just do like a robotics matchup. Maybe even, I don't know, War Machine. You let me know. These are the things that just come to me while I'm watching, but as you know, followers, you guys let me know. Leave me a comment. I try to work in as many fan request matches as possible. So you do the thing. You like, subscribe. You let me know, and I'll seriously, especially with the new game coming up, I have nothing but high hopes. Oh my gosh! 1, 2, 3 count applied Captain America. Who was it that he pinned? Was it that the Hulk? Did Captain America seriously pin the Hulk to become the strongest Avenger? Oh, that was too good. How about that? Steve Rogers, Captain America, I might add. I mean, just old school. We went with the original, the OG Avengers. I mean, technically, this is more like Avengers 2 level because of, the Vision. But still! Captain America. My goodness. He never fails to disappoint. This guy's just awesome on every level. But, like I said, we got... the countdown has begun, essentially, for 2K25. I've already got it downloaded. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to I'm getting it ready for the channel. So you guys just let me know what you want to see. Hopefully we can make it happen. And as far as a shout out to the 2K community, just get out there cranking out new stages, new characters, and it'll appear on the channel before you know it, I swear. I mean, right now the odds are higher than they've ever been for getting your stuff out on the airwaves, and that's what I'm here for. I had nothing but good things to say about the 2K community. I'm part of it. So until then, this has been another week of SPW, and man, I don't know what's going to happen in the next coming weeks, but I'm stoked. So do the thing, like, subscribe if you stuck around, and we're going to have more fun stuff for you coming up. And yeah, I mean, just with the new game coming out, the possibilities are endless. So who knows? Literally, it's going to be good. But until then, y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. Good night.